You looking for somebody to help you become a greater version of yourself? I can help you do it. What's good? Yo, this is Lerrell 9 Ether back at y'all with another very, very deep thinking, powerful video that's going to actually change your life if you incorporate the things that I'm about to be talking about right now. And just like all my other videos, right? This is for the deep thinkers around my age, right? People from 16, 17, you can be younger than that, all the way up to maybe 25. For the deep thinkers, this is not for if you a person that don't really go through life questioning things and you just like to have fun and look at entertainment. I'm not trying to bash you or nothing like that, but I just know that these videos is probably not going to be interesting to you. So I'm going to save you some time and tell you that now. So get the hell on. My fault. If you want to stay, you can stay, man. Always want to help other people learn as well, even people that may not be learning themselves and they want to get into how to actually start learning about life, right? So quick video real quick, not really quick, but I'm gonna make a part 1, part 2, maybe part 3, because I can touch on this in so many different ways because it really rules our life. This is paradigms, right? So yeah, what is paradigms and how could they be ruining your life, right? Why are they probably ruining your life more times than not right now? So first of all, what is a paradigm? A paradigm is nothing but a multitude of habits. It's all your habits that you got, from the things that you think when you wake up in the morning to how you think when you go to bed to everything in between about what you like to do on your normal day-to-day basis is a habit. Our life is filled with habits. Why? It's just it's a biological thing. It helps us preserve, energy. It helps the brain and things in that nature. Just because, if we got to think about every different thing that we're doing and have to, y'all get what I'm saying. It'll be a lot of work, right? So our brain develop habits about the things we do every day. So we just do them pretty much habitually. We do them without even thinking about it, and it frees up a lot of space in our brain to work on other things or other projects in our subconscious. So why it may be ruining your life, your multitude of habits that you have right now. Why? Because 9 times out of 10, most of the habits that you got right now, a lot of them probably not good habits, and that's because a lot of them you didn't actually choose. A lot of them was already in you while you was growing up as a teenager, right before you actually knew and was intelligent enough to know about paradigms and how to choose your habits, right, to create the life that you want once you actually become an adult. So this concept I'm about to talk to y'all right here is something that Bob Proctor pretty much was talking about in one of his videos. It was about him and his wife and how they was in a grocery store and they were about to pick out to eat a turnip. And so I guess it's 2 parts of the turnip. You got the green of the turnip and you got the root of the turnip, the part that's inside, and you got the green, which is the part that's on the outside. So Bob, he ate, I forgot who ate what, but Bob, he ate the green of the turnip while his wife ate the root of the turnip. And when Bob picked up the root of the turnip, she thought he was crazy because they gave the root of the turnip to the pigs, meaning it was slop. But Bob was like, that's crazy because they give the green of the turnip, which the green of the turnip is what his wife ate. His family gave that to the pigs. So basically, they both was eating what the other person would call the slop of the slops of the turnip. And so they argued for about it for a second, but the principle behind it is really what catches them, and that's because most of our habits are like that. We just grow up with these sort of notions of how things are supposed to be, and we don't even know where they came from, right? So Bob's mom that made him eat the green of the turnip. Who woke up? I don't think his mom woke up one day and just said, we're going to eat the green of the turnip. Same thing with his wife. Why did they eat the root? Who decided in their lifetime, in their family, that they was going to only eat the root of the turnip and get a green to the pigs because it wasn't edible? All right. See, that's how most of our life worked, for real. Think about when you was a baby, right? And you was around your parents growing all the way up. Think about how your parents were and the outlook that they had on life, because everything around you in your environment as a baby, you were just completely subconscious. Your subconscious is open to everything around you in your environment. So most of your habits came from when you was a baby and you didn't actually have a conscience yet to decide what your paradigm or what your habits or what your everyday thoughts was going to be like. You mean, how do you think about money? What's your relationship towards, y'all get what I'm saying. I'm not going to keep going in depth about that, but that's pretty much how this is working right now. And there's so many things right now on TV and as we go through life, so many triggers that they trying to feed different habits into our subconscious that we probably don't want. Right. The thing is, in order to change your habits, you need to use your conscious, because your subconscious is the reason why you adopted the habits. While you was a baby and as you was a youngin' growing up, everything around you were just taking into your subconscious and you turned it into, one of your habits. So essentially, you're not actually the real you. You are a makeup of everything that was in your environment and everybody in your environment, how their mindsets worked at that time. That's what you are right now. Unless you did use your consciousness, which takes a lot of energy, to start to change your habits and understand what your habits were previously, which takes a lot of observing. 9 times out of 10, you're not the actual person that you're meant to be right now. And that's why this is so crucial and why you need to understand what a paradigm is and how we adopted paradigms. Just a little story about me. I remember when I was in 8th grade, and this one I was like skipping school and smoking every day. If y'all want, that was a crazy story. I actually talked about that in my life story video that I posted. When I was out there one day in the backwoods of Baldock Park and I was high, I was just looking up in the sky, and I was just thinking, because I was on the fence about being Christian and church and things like that, and I was just questioning it that day. And I kind of got the same question in my head. I was like, why was my mom Christian? I asked that. And I was like, probably because the person before her was Christian or whatnot, and and why did that person become Christian? Probably because the person before that was Christian. But then I asked, what would happen if I was in China, right? If I grew up in China, around, maybe, or somewhere off there where Buddhism is a big religion, right? 9 times out of 10, I would then become a Buddhist, right? And I wouldn't know anything about Christianity and church and stuff like that. So after just having that single thought, I decided that I wasn't Christian at the time. And, I had to start going on a journey to looking for, what I actually, what's the source or what I actually am or whatnot. So that's just another example of how how that works, right? How our paradigm works. Like, a lot of us, we inside of a religion that, we wouldn't even actually choose, but because we just grew up this way and now it's a part of our habits or our paradigm, we just accept it. And that's bad. You don't want to do that. You want to truly become the person that you was meant to be by questioning all of the different habits that you have right now and really asking yourself, what are the true habits that you would really want? All right. Then you got to use your consciousness to start doing whatever it is that you want to turn into a habit every day. And it's going to be difficult because your subconscious and your paradigm is already set to one way. So your subconscious and your brain, because like I said, your brain develops paradigms because it's trying to help preserve energy. So it's going to try to preserve more energy because it's going to take energy to change it by trying to keep you in that paradigm. Your paradigm do not want you to change. I'm just going to tell you that now. You're going to find you're going to run into a lot of roadblocks trying to change it. It's a true battle with yourself. When people talking about battling with yourself, that's essentially what it is. It's a true battle. It's a war, but it's the biggest and it's the most important war that we can be fighting. All right, especially in this day and time right now, where we're controlling where you got a bunch of entities right now in this world that want to control your mind. So literally, your mind is probably the biggest asset that you're gonna have right now. It's the biggest commodity, I guess you could say, is your mind and the way that you think. So yeah, man, if you want to be a person that want to start reading every day, well, and you want to put that into a habit, you want to put that into your paradigm and make that a habit, well, you know what you got to do. You got to start reading every day. All right. Usually they say it take about 3 weeks, 21 days, maybe 30 days to develop a new habit. But don't even look at that, for real. Don't even look at the days or the numbers or whatnot. Just start reading and do that every day for as long as possible. And you're going to then put in that habit. Now, if it's habits that you want to take out, well, that means you're going to have to stop doing that thing. You know what I mean? Whatever it is. So if you got a habit of smoking every day, right? Every hour, we're going to say, well, you're going to need to stop that. And I was going to get into like how you can kind of stop that, but I'm going to make a full video on sort of the mindset that you need to adopt, because it's definitely a mindset that you're going to need to adopt, or a paradigm shift, meaning you put yourself in a whole new location where you're not, close to those certain elements that would trigger you to want to smoke. I'm gonna get into that though in another video, but I just wanted to I wanted to go over paradigms and how they sort of work and why you should be looking to change your paradigms, because 9 times out of 10, the paradigm that you have right now is the paradigm that you chose to have. The life that you got right now, 9 times out of 10, isn't a life that you would actually choose to have. And I know that because we everybody do it. You probably already been seeing Instagram, you look on YouTube, you see what everybody else doing, and you can pinpoint the things that you actually want. Your soul can pinpoint the things that you actually want, but you won't actually do those things because you're so stuck in a paradigm that you're in right now, and you don't know how to change your habits, right? So first step is understanding paradigms. So understanding that the person you are right now is not the person that you chose to be, and that you need to work to become the person that you were meant to be this whole time. Because you don't. That's just how it is in our life right now. So you cry all you want, but that's just how it is. We got to work to become the person that we want to be. So paradigm part 1. I'm gonna be diving into this subject a little later in part 2s, part 3s, because I can go on and on. Paradigm is literally the biggest thing right now that we need to be focusing on for my deep thinkers. All right, for my deep thinkers. You feel me? All right. Good shit. You just learned something today. I'm proud of you. Thanks for tuning in. Your boy Rell. Get out there and start changing those paradigms, man. Figure out what was the mindset of your parents while you was a baby. What was the mindset of the people all around you as a baby? Figure that out. And you're going to get to the source of the why you think the way you think. Then you can start to go in and change that and use your consciousness to decide what habits you actually want. And you're going to thank me for that. You're going to fucking thank me for that. It's your boy.